Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chapter 1 Read Aloud. Today, I am giving you a sneak peek of a book that is coming out this July 7th, in fact, and I happen to have an advanced copy of it. It is the book Dress Coded. This particular book is told in a series of podcast recordings, letters, and regular old chapter style book. In this debut middle grade girl power friendship story, an eighth grader starts a podcast to protest the unfair dress code enforcement at her middle school and sparks a rebellion. Molly Frost is fed up because Olivia was yelled at for wearing a tank top, because Liza got dress coded and Molly didn't, even though they were wearing the exact same outfit. Because when Jessica was pulled over by the principal and missed a math quiz, her teacher gave her an F. Because it's impossible to find shorts that are longer than her fingertips, because girls' bodies are not a distraction, because middle school is hard enough. And so Molly starts a podcast where girls can tell their stories, and before long, their small rebellion swells into a revolution, because now the girls are standing up for what's right and they're not backing down. So this isn't quite chapter 1, but it is the first part of the story, Dress Coded, a podcast, episode 1. This is my first podcast, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I've only listened to 2 podcasts in my life. One was about famous guitarists, and the other was about Southern cooking. Neither prepared me for what I'm about to say, but I feel like this is the best way to tell the real story about what happened to make the entire Fisher Middle School 8th grade hate Olivia Bonaventure. It's time for the truth. Me. My name is Molly Frost, and this is episode 1 of Dress Coded, a podcast, the real story behind the dress code disaster at Fisher Middle School. The whole incident happened in the Fisher Flower Garden right next to the Mountain of Kindness rocks, Mrs. Tucker's pet project. I was there. I saw the whole thing, and now I'm sitting here with Olivia. Olivia, do you want to give the background? Olivia. You can give the background, Molly. Me. Are you sure? It's your story. Olivia. You were a witness. Me. Okay, well, it all began last Wednesday. I woke up late in a panic because I was already missing first period and my mom was at an appointment, so I had to cut through the woods to the back path of our school. When I got to the garden, which for you non Fisher listeners was planted to honor the 6 Fisher graduates who died in wars, I stopped to tie my shoe. I looked up, and that's when I saw you standing in front of Mr. Dern and Dr. Couchman. I still remember Dr. Couchman's face was bright red, and Mr. Dern was pointing his finger at you, and you were crying. Silence. Olivia. Molly, can you pause it for a minute? And that's it. That is the first part, or I guess first chapter of the book Dress Coded. I hope that you enjoyed that little sampling and that you go and buy it or borrow it from the library in July. And see you next time on Chapter 1 Read Aloud.